Again, on the Mini Cryptic site, ready to solve the Mini Cryptic for this week. And this says, well, unopened. Let's check it. March 20. It's 21st today, but it's fine. Berlin Brunel's Begin Puzzle. Friends occasionally pretend to black out. Occasionally, I suppose, is taking every second word. Maybe FINS and then and pretend, nope. But maybe if we have R, E, D, well, then pretend and black out. A synonym of pretend that will give us with the red a synonym of blackout. Well, let's see what we can do for on other sides, but I will not trust that. Try entering drain first to become ultimate source of holy water. Try entering drain first to become ultimate source of holy water. Drain first. Try entering drain first, but then try doesn't enter the first of drain because the first of drain is just one letter. I'll check the small ones. Tech company's revolutionary plumbing components. I don't know about plumbing components. It seems to be an acronym because of the full stops here, the dots here, but yeah, let's check something else. Let's see here. Evil leader of Denmark with dubious income. Evil leader of Denmark with dubious income. To be evil leader or the leader of Denmark after some word for evil, and a evil leader of Denmark. Evil must be the definition because then this D would confirm the red that we had before. So evil leader of Denmark with dubious income. Income has the right amount of letters, so this is demonic. That's it. Dubious is a nonagram indicator. So it's a leader of Denmark followed by nonagram income that gives us demonic, which is a synonym of evil. Good. Let's see if this helps here. Tech companies revolutionary prime components. I don't know. Let's check something else. Cruelty refusing to delete supermodels' headshots. Cruelly refusing to delete supermodels' headshots. Refusing to delete. Let's see if I can get something else. Cracks detective case with 100 poems. The codes. Yeah, that's it. Cracks is the codes. Detective's case is the case of the word detective, so the exterior letters DE. Then 100 is the letter C, because of the Roman numerals. And then poems are odes, some kind of poem. That's it, the codes. Bore Charlie with a dryer cocktail. Bore Charlie with a dryer cocktail. Charlie is a C. That's Charlie is the radiophonic alphabet word for C. And then a dryer. Carriage. Bore carried. That's it. And arid is an anagram of dryer. Cocktail is an anagram indicator. Very well. Feel sorry for impolite Democrat ousted. Impolite Democrat ousted. Impolite would be anagramic. Democrat ousted. I don't know. Feel sorry, Rue. I don't know. Let's check. What was this? No, let's check the last one here. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. Ever so secretly because of the question mark should be the definition, right? Boss pulled out of jail. Boss pulled out of jail. I don't know. So let's try with the things that we have advanced about. Friends occasionally pretend to black out. Redact. That's it. Friends occasionally, it's R-E-D, every second letter of the word friends. Pretend is act, and to redact is to black out, like when you cover some part of a text in black just to cover it, to redact it. Try entering drain first to become ultimate source of holy water. And it's 2 words. I don't know how to call the church things in English, not even in Spanish. Try entering drain first to become ultimate source of holy water. Entering drain first. Holy water. Rain. Entering drain first to become ultimate source of holy water. To become ultimate. Drain first to become ultimate. Yep, that's it. Drain first to become ultimate is rain, but the first letter of drain, D, becomes ultimate, and then try enters that. But try is B, rain bed, rain something. Let's try here. This should be IBM. Tech company, IBM. Revolutionary plumbing components. I suppose it's a double definition, and I don't know about the IBM plumbing components. Here, cruelly refusing to delete supermodels' headshots. Cruelly refusing to delete. Maybe the definition is cruelly refusing, like scorning or the shunning, but something like that. So that would mean ing here. Let's try and see if this G makes sense. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. This one looks like it will be very difficult. Boss pulled out of jail. Ever so secretly. If you pull out the boss of jail, like you get AI? Because you pull out the bars, the borders? No. Ever so secretly. I have no idea. Let's try this one again. Let's suppose that this is a B. Rain bed is something that comes to my mind. Cruelly refusing to delete supermodels' headshots. I'm thinking banning, because to ban is to cruelly refuse, then to delete supermodels' headshots. I don't get how this could be banning supermodel. Model's head would be removing the head, so deleting the head. Upper model? Upper model? No, that's nothing. Headshots. That's also something strange. Why are we talking about shots? Let's see here. Feel sorry for impolite Democrat ousted. Well, oust is also to ban, so maybe there's something there. Feel sorry for impolite. Feel sorry, I suppose rue is to feel sorry. I don't remember the definition of rue. I will assume this is an E. See what happens. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. Jail. Cages, something with cages. Cargoes. No. Pulled out of jail. No. And here, I'll think about this one. Try entering drain first to become ultimate. And this is a source of holy water. A source of holy water is like the puddle that they have in the church, but then holy water. Drain first to become ultimate. Rain, yes. Try is a go. Rain god. That's it. Rain god. A rain god is a source of holy water. And you get a try, a go is a try, and try enters drain, but we have to modify drain first so that the first letter becomes the last one. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Good. Now here, cruelly refusing to delete supermodels' headshots. A headshot? I'm thinking shots like guns, gunning? Cruelly refusing gunning? I don't know if that's one meaning of to gun, but maybe. And delete. We have to delete something. Supermodels' headshots. And I'm not sure about this ing at the end, of course. Refusing to delete supermodels' headshots. I'll delete these two and see what comes to mind. Delete supermodels headshots. If we delete supermodels head, but what's another word for supermodel? A particular supermodel name? I don't know many. I don't know any. Refusing to delete supermodels headshots. Refusing. Cruelly is usually an anagram indicator, but there's nothing to anagram here. Unless we take the word refusing yes, we have some letters of the word refusing, but we delete supermodel's head, which would be refuing. So we have the letters R, E, F, U, I, N, G. These are 7 letters. So it's an anagram of refusing, but we remove the S, and that would give us a synonym of shots, which tells me that S is the last letter. So I suppose this is the F, and we still have to put an E and a U. And it will not be Gemfuse, it will be Gunfees. Gunfees? I will assume this is a word for oh no, we're missing, yeah, we have to remove the S, so it's gunfire. Gunfire, yes. I was using the S, but that's the one precisely that I had to eliminate. Gunfire is an anagram of refusing, where we eliminate the S, and shots. Gunfire is shots. Good. Maybe that E will help here. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. That's even more difficult. E is such a common letter. Boss pulled out of jail. Or here. Feel sorry for impolite Democrat ousted. If we have the word impolite and we oust some part of it that can be represented by Democrat, the Democrat is a politician, but no, then where's the R that we already have here? And I'm sure of that R. Democrat ousted. Let's see. Feel sorry for impolite. I will assume it's Rue. I'm not sure if Rue means that, but let's check. The boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. How would it be Rue? Impolite, rude, and yeah, it's Rue, of course. Impolite is rude. The synonym of impolite is rude. And then we oust Democrat, we oust the D, which is a standout word for Democrat, standout letter for Democrat. Yes, that's it. And we're missing one. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. Now it ends in S, so maybe the definition is boss, or boss pulled out. No. Jail ever so secretly? No. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. ever so ever so secretly could be the definition, especially with a question mark saying, like, you have to find a loose way of interpreting ever so secretly. But then boss pulled out of jail. Jail is prison, but there's no way of taking out boss from prison unless boss mean else or eyes or something else that has a shape of a bar. Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. Pulled out. Have some bars. Maybe a word for jail that has the letters BARS? No, I don't think it's that. And ever so secretly. No, and I don't see a synonym of secretly or ever so secretly. What's that? Ever so secretly, like in silence, in disguise. You, bars pulled out of jail. That could be the instruction. Because also secretly would be what kind of instruction? No, what kind of instruction would secretly mean? Bars pulled out of jail. Should I ask for it? Ever so secret. Oi! Boss pulled out of jail ever so secretly. How do you pull boss out of jail? This must be even easy. No, it sounds like it's difficult. Yeah, I'm being challenged by something challenging. I hope. Boss pulled out of jail. So they have a lot of letters. Boss pulled out of jail. So what other way of seeing it is there? Cells, prisons, maybe. Wait. Cell. Jail could be cell, and if we remove the bars, we are removing the two L's, which could be CE,